Here's a rune farm for beginners in Elden Ring. It's accessible very early in the game and you can earn yourself a reasonable amount of runes here and level up very safely indeed. You can access it very early on as well. So if we have a little look at the map, I'll just show you where we are. So the Cave of Knowledge is here. The Stranded Graveyard where we start. You go through that, the Cave of Knowledge. You then go to the first step, and then when you're out into Limgrave, the Church of Ella is straight ahead. And then when you go there, you work your way all the way up to Gatefront Ruins, and this is the first rune farm that I like because it's very safe to level up here and get used to combat. So I'm going to show you how that works and what you will typically get. So we can go around it in a circle. If you go straight through the middle, there's a big knight who's quite powerful and quite a challenge when you're starting out. So you may want to avoid that knight to begin with and go this way and take your time going forwards. If you went through the Cave of Knowledge, hopefully you've got some basic combat idea. So you can sneak like this and take this guy out. You want to be looking at distance, who's where. So I can see there's another soldier up ahead past this guy. So I'm just going to go and stab this guy here. That didn't work. I was quite behind him. No matter. But this guy is probably going to see me now, even if I sneak or see. Not that overly matters. So this is a good place to start practicing things like your shield blocking. So we'll just do this. Just take this guy out. And if you have a little look below, each of these guys has given me 64 runes, which doesn't sound a great deal, but they're also dropping various weapons, which I can sell at Calais at the Church of Ella. So it's well worth just keep chunking around here and getting these runes and gradually leveling up and also getting used to combat in a nice, safe way. So if we scoot all the way around, we will just keep picking off enemies that aren't too bad to deal with. There's also an argument for having some sort of ranged weapon. So if you get a bow, that can make life a little bit easier to pull some of the enemies in the middle so you don't end up getting swarmed by loads of enemies. I totally messed that up. Let's do that again. So we'll block. Down. There we go. And there's also one enemy to be careful of, which is this guy here, and he's got a horn. So if he sees you, he will blow that horn, and lots of the guards will come running to help out. So you want to be getting him from distance. So now he's turned around. I'm going to run forwards and sneak and take him out. But if I'm too close to other enemies, they will come and help him out. So we probably get another one there who's come forward now. So you can see they're marching forwards. So I'm just going in and out. You also want to be keeping an eye on your Crimson Tears, your health as well. So I'm just going to drink this and get used to working with these enemies. So this guy's got a shield as well. You can see it's relatively easy to take these guys out. So I've already got myself, a few hundred runes. So this is not like some amazing rune farm, but it's all right. And the way it works is things will replenish. The enemies will replenish if you go and rest at a site of grace. So once you've cleared the whole area out, you can go and rest and then take them all on again. So we'll just take these on. It's worth having a little look around here. There's also some things that are of use here, like there is a map, which I'm going to cover in a separate video. There's a couple of chests over here that you can open up that will give you some nice drops as well. They're just over here, and again you can sell these things if you so wish. So if we just have a little look in here, pick this up. We've got a great sword there that we can start using if we wish, or we can just sell it if we want. And now we've cleared these ones out, we can see that we've got this knight up ahead. So that's the map fragment that we can collect there. But before we take on the knight, we probably want to go and have a little look around here and just clear out anyone who's around here. We've got this guy here. So we'll just take him out. You can also get used to rolling here if you wish. So I'll just try rolling. So I'll just start thinking about where this guy is. So when they charge forward like that, I'm now behind them. I messed that up. You can see it's a good idea just to practice. I'm normally a magic user, but in the early days with a confessor, you've not got much magic to use, but you get the idea. And starting to get a little bit low on Crimson Flasks, so the first time you scoot in, you may not be able to take everyone on. You can make this rune farm a lot easier by getting your spirit ashes, which you can access by, first of all, getting your maiden at that site of grace over there, and then going back to the Church of Ella at night time and talking to the witch that's there, and they will give you a spirit calling bell, which I'm going to use here to summon these wolves. I'll show that in a separate video, so I'm not going to show you getting that because I already cover it. But these wolves will really help take on any enemies here, whether that's a group of enemies such as guards with some wolves, or the knight who's a bit more powerful. Now, taking on the knight will actually give you a bit more runes as well, 260 runes for taking on the knight, and they also sometimes drop some decent gear, so you might get some knight armor from them that you can either sell or wear. But the knight's going to come forward now, but the knight would normally hit me pretty hard at low level, but the wolves will help take out the knight, and I can either avoid the knight entirely or go in and do some attacks and come in and out. You can also see that we've got another enemy has come into the fray, so I'm just steering well clear at the minute while the wolves have a little go. But the wolves won't last forever against the knight, so you are really going to have to get involved if you can. But they're quite nice that they will keep attacking while we go in and out, heal a little bit, and distract the knight enough that you may be able to get in an attack from the side, for example. So I should have pulled the knight a little bit without the other enemies, but it's okay. We'll just manage to finish off the knight like that and then just go and finish this guy off. See, wolves are very, very handy there. But just distracting enough. And we've got another one here who's now going to pull lots of other people, and if I was on my own I'd be in big trouble. But with the wolves we should be okay, and you can see we are racking up some decent runes here by taking on all these guys, and then I'm getting distracted by the wolves, and it gives me an option to escape if need be, because you can see now loads of people are coming to the area. I need to back off, and you can see my wolves are now taken out, but we did take out that knight, and we can go and rest with our 1700 runes quite happily now, and so hopefully that helps you out. So you can see relatively quick we got quite a few runes. I can now level up again, and you just want to be doing this at this rune farm until you are a reasonable level. The higher the level, the easier you are going to find this little rune farm, and then we'll move on to more powerful ones later. But just keep doing this until you feel that you're a bit more confident and a bit more safe on taking on these people. And we'll progress to another rune farm later. Hopefully that helped you out. If it did, give us a thumbs up, please. Much appreciated. Any comments welcome. If you need more help with Elden Ring, do let me know with what, and hit the subscribe on this channel, will you? I'll be covering loads of stuff here over time. I've got loads of videos on my Grub Magnet channel, and I'm doing a dedicated one on Grub Magnet Ring here for Elden Ring game as well. Thanks for watching.